All due respect, and like I said, I don't have anything personal against this court. I'm not a corporation, right? I'm a natural person. Where is the body of the crime, Judge? You went to law school, you're a practitioner.
No, because I haven't heard testimony.
All due respect, and like I said, I don't have anything personal against to the supremacy clause of the U.S. Constitution and hold that these state statutes in which they have me charged with are constitutional.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we got another wild courtroom moment. This time featuring a sovereign citizen who honestly thinks rules don't apply to him if he argues loud enough. He's in court for driving without a license. But instead of just taking responsibility, he starts claiming he's a private traveler who doesn't need one. Like seriously, this isn't Pirates of the Caribbean. My guide, he keeps interrupting the judge, refuses to answer simple questions, and turns the whole thing into a one-man comedy show. But the judge stays cool, hits him with pure legal facts, and slowly breaks down every crazy thing he says. Honestly, if being stubborn was a sport, this dude would be the undefeated champion, with front row seats and contempt of court. Tell me in the comments, at what point do you think he realized he was done for? Let's jump in.
Based on the U.S. Supreme Court. And what is the case? DeShaney versus Winnebago Department of Social Services. There was a young child whom the mother alleges that the father was beating the child, and the child died. The mother sued all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. And the U.S. Supreme Court held that no matter how bad or gruesome that this case was, when it concerned the case, that the states have no duty to protect citizens from other citizens. Anything that compels performance, there has to be a contract. And again, I reserve my rights under UCC 1-308 and the common law UCC 1-103.6. And it's clear, Your Honor. And I ask that this court, do their sworn fulfill their sworn oath under the Michigan rules, the Michigan Judicial Code of Conduct. The court is not to be swayed by public opinion or what the people may think or whatever it may be. Like the great honorable Judge Dalton A. Robeson. So every government is entitled to a Republican form of government, not a corporate. I'm not a corporation, right? I'm a natural person. The case law clearly breaks everything down, which everyone is in default. I just ask that this court dismiss this case at this juncture. If the court does not, I demand under the supremacy clause, the subpoena power of this court, to have Ken Worthy brought in so we can have an evidentiary hearing. Because how can a criminal prosecute or allege that I'm a criminal when they're committing all the crimes, Judge? Since I've been home, I've been making reports of police and other things, violations of law against me at the precinct. And no one listens to me. They just ignore me. But when people call and say, well, hey, Mr. McCrary did this, Mr. McCrary did that, they come, then it's found out nothing happened.
Under our state constitution, this court has jurisdiction. Furthermore, as far as discovery goes, I personally sent Mr. McCrary twice, and I have the emails, copies of the emails to show that that's necessary.
Where the dates?
Dates are not on here. May 24th, which was last week, and May 5th.
I'll give you, it's gonna take a couple seconds. One of those emails, he is missing in there.
That's not my fault. They violate your order. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This guy is sitting there shaking his head like laws are some rumor he doesn't buy into. He's got that deep in thought look, like he's solving world peace, when really he's just trying to dodge a basic traffic charge using internet nonsense. What gets me is the confidence. He acts like he's the only one in the room who understands freedom. When he's seconds away from getting hit with contempt warning, S.O. what do you think? Does he actually believe his own nonsense? Or is he just putting on the weirdest performance act ever seen in court?
So he should have received one of them.
Nothing.
Right, and neither one of them came back as a bad email.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. McCrary, I don't know why you're not receiving discovery. You did not receive it.
He didn't send. Can we subpoena Google and
No,
litigate this and
is
show that he hasn't
this
sent
is not a
anything?
trial. This is not evidence you're hearing.
Well, can I say one more thing?
After we get done today, we confirm your email address. You can even send a test email to make sure that he received it.
Well, he did. It showed me that he got my paperwork. He admitted in the last receipt that he received my
Okay,
paperwork.
and
So why would he send it? Well, not, why wouldn't I get it back? My email is legit. It's my phone right here.
okay,
Also a jurisdictional challenge,
let's,
right?
before we get to that, AP Intercessor, you want to respond before we forget?
Yes, Your Honor, I do want to make a record. You know, this defendant has already availed himself to the jurisdiction of the courts of the state by admitting to having a driver's license. And also further add that the 10th Amendment has allotted and given police powers to the states, which then allows the state to create criminal laws under which this defendant must avail himself to. I further add that, again, as the court has acknowledged, that this defendant has at least once received the discovery to his emails, to his correct email. So any more allegations of not receiving discovery would be improper, given that we have it at least proven that he has it at least once. And there have been no additions or corrections since the discovery was done the first time.
Okay,
May I
Mr.
respond?
McClure, I'm gonna wrap this up, you can respond, and
Yeah, just briefly if I may.
Sure.
Well, this young lady here to basically
Mr. Sessions,
respond, Mrs. Sessions, to respond to her statements in Michigan. They're locking people up for not having a driver's license. I was compelled.
there are people getting
But I
locked up
reserve
for-
my
for
rights. This was the
murdering
law.
people As well,
Pardon?
people getting locked up for murder as well.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying is the corpus delicti, they're going off written statements. You know the corpus delicti rule under the Michigan Supreme Court case, as well as the federal court case. Where's the body of a crime? They're saying ammunition, all this, that. Where's the guns at? Where's the victim at? Strangulation, where's all this? Where's the medical?
I wouldn't
reports?
know because we haven't
And
had an
then,
exam.
okay, but no, jurisdiction, once it's challenged, it must be proven by the people. This is state and federal law, from the Michigan court. So I'm demanding that I mean, they're already in default, but still again, I'm demanding jurisdiction be challenged, personal subject matter and territorial jurisdiction. Even when I was in prison, I had interactions with Kim Worthy, chief prosecuting officer for the state, and I reserved my right stand in prior proceedings as well.
I don't even know what's happening in this guy's mind. Either he's completely out of touch with reality, or he really thinks he's starring in some courtroom drama that no one wanted to see. He's throwing out random legal terms like he just read them off a Reddit post and decided he's now a lawyer. Most sovereign citizens talk in circles, but this guy has a mix of confidence and confusion that's next level. And when he hit that no victim, no crime line like it was some ultimate truth bomb, yeah, that's when I knew things had officially gone off the deep end.
I was compelled to obtain a driver's license, and I reserved my rights. That's all the law mandates, that I reserve my rights, which I have done. And right now, this lady, Mrs. Prosecutor, I can't remember her name, and Mrs. Sisson, Esquire Sisson, and this gentleman here, they're in conspiracy and violating federal and state law. They're committing crimes, and I demand that their oath of office, their law, their license to practice law, amongst other things, be given to me, as well as their bond, as well as you, Judge, Your Honor. Also, like I say, jurisdiction has been challenged, and they have to prove it first based on the case law, which I have noted in this paperwork. They can't get around that. We can say, well, yeah, they're talking about reserving rights and all that. Okay, but still the law from the state Supreme Court, Court of Appeals, and federal jurisdictions clearly mandates that once jurisdiction is challenged, the person asserting jurisdiction has to prove it. And all they have is statements. Under the corpus delicti rule, out of court statements is not evidence, so these charges should be dismissed. Where is the body of the crime, Judge? You went to law school, you're a practitioner.
I don't know because I haven't heard testimony to know.
Well, that's not how it works with jurisdictional
That's
challenge.
how, you know, that way. So, do you have any last?
Well, I would like.
Statements, because I need to.
Okay, I would like to challenge jurisdiction again, which I have done from the onset of this case, personal, subject matter and territorial jurisdiction. State and federal case law is clear, in which this court being inferior to the higher courts must adhere to their oath of office, their bond, and so on and so forth, their license to practice law and the Michigan rules of Code of Judicial Conduct, and must compel the people to prove jurisdiction, which they're asserting. Where's the proof? You have to show this court That's at any stage of the proceeding, the law allows that.
So on discovery, I saw paperwork confirming the email address that you provided to the court is now the record, that discovery was sent. I'm not sure if it's an email, please don't interrupt. If there's another email you would like to be sent to, I will ask the prosecutor to do so. 2, for requesting license numbers from everyone. My name is right here in front of you. You can go right on State
I
Bar.
ain't saying that.
RP numbers are available for you to look up as they are for any general public, okay? And you mentioned this, you don't know whether I was appointed or elected.
It amazes me how these sovereign citizens always find a way to make their situation worse just by opening their mouths. Court's already a stressful place for judges, lawyers, and everyone waiting. And then these guys walk and acting like they just cracked the secret code of the legal system. It's like watching someone show up to a basketball game, toss the ball into the stands, and then claim they won because the score doesn't matter. The laws are written clearly, but somehow they believe shouting about their rights will make everything disappear. Spoiler alert, it never does. The funniest part is how they double down even after being told they're wrong. The judge explains it. The prosecutor quotes the actual law, and they still go, well, according to my version of the Constitution, I'm free. They talk like they're the smartest one in the room, while they're literally in handcuffs. If they use half that energy just admitting fault, they'd be out of there in minutes instead of digging a deeper hole. So what do you think? Are they really brainwashed by online nonsense, or are they just trolling to waste time? Drop your thoughts below. And if you love watching this kind of courtroom chaos, hit that like button and subscribe. I've got new clips every day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.